Greetings and salutations, guys. It's Gilly here from the Attic Review, and ready to talk about Midsummer. So I thought it was pretty ballsy of writer-director Ari Aster to release a horror movie in July, because normally those are for the heavy hitters like the MCU universe and the Pixar's and Disney movies of the sort. And so releasing not just a scary movie, but a 2.5 hour one, I was like, okay, this has got to be something great that this guy has up his sleeve because that's a killer to release during the summertime. Now, Ari Aster is known for the darling Hereditary. Hereditary came out last year as a sleeper and instantly won over horror movie fans. And so this is the second chance around, and it's supposed to have Dynamite in it. Jordan Peele was all over it, and so that caught my eye, knowing that Jordan Peele had just knocked out Get Out and Us, great movies. So the fact that he was gushing over it. I was like, all right, I got to take a stab at this. So Midsummer follows two torn lovers. We've got Danny and Christian going through a hellish relationship. Christian's basically over the whole thing. Like, he is looking for an out because Danny just has a lot of stuff on her plate, and it comes to a boiling point when a horrible tragedy occurs in her family. Now she's completely broken, and Christian, being the good guy that he is, doesn't really want to let her go on that note. So instead of breaking things off, he takes her on a trip that was already planned with him and his friends to Sweden. One of their friends has family there, and around this time, the village that he was raised in and is a part of begins a 9-day festival. So, hey, little getaway, reset on life, and let's see where it takes us. They head over there, beautiful countryside. Beautiful country, beautiful village, but very interesting people lurking around, and then the rituals come into play. Now, first to get there, and hey, what's a few mushrooms in the countryside, admire the green grass, the blue skies, and everything else like that. But then the living conditions, the mannerisms, the way they dress, everything's starting to build up, and that should really raise some hair on your arms and be like, something's not right. And for some reason, these guys just don't get it. Uh, Danny, the female, she's looking for answers in the wake of what just happened in her family. And Christian and his buddy are trying to do their thesis for their anthropology major. So refusing to leave, they go along with all these rituals, and whew, some bad stuff starts to happen. Um, it's kind of malevolent what's going on here, and eventually it all builds up, and there was a reason why these guys were selected to be there at this particular time. That's all I'm going to say about the synopsis. Now, getting into the movie itself, pros and cons. Now, I'm a thinker. I overthink everything. I analyze for any hidden meanings, any deep down ideas that the director and writer's trying to get out. This movie, however, Midsummer, it was as if the director knew that he had a pass from Hereditary and really took the liberty of that and just went with this movie. This movie moves at a pace worse than a snail going through rehab to nurse an old hamstring injury. I don't know. This movie is, I hate to say, but borderline dull. I kept waiting for something great to happen. Now, there was a few times in a couple of death scenes that happened where I was like, that was neat. I didn't expect that, and that actually shocked me to the core a little bit. But besides that, for 2.5 hours running time, that's not enough gusto to really warrant this kind of running time in a horror movie. It just seemed a little too artsy, especially for the big screen, and I just got jumbled. I was just confused by the jumbled mess that was presented. I hate to quote the movie Clueless. I know, I'm sorry, but I still love that movie. But this movie was, as they put it, it was a full-on Monet. From afar, very, very pretty, but up close, just a wreck, just a complete mess. And I just couldn't find any substance in this movie that really made me want to, be hooked into it. I kept waiting and waiting. They put, the carrot, or if you want to say steak, ice cream, whatever, right in front of us as an audience, and we see this treat. We want it. We know it looks, appealing. It looks appeasing. I want it. I want a taste of it. So I keep following. I keep following. I keep following. But I'm not going to get the treat. And that's how this movie is. It keeps leading us down this road, and I'm like, oh man, at the end of the road, there's going to be this amazing, amazing twist. This amazing surprise is going to be like, this is all worth it. Nothing was worth it. And I am very disappointed that my man Jordan Peele was so high on this. And even other critics, I can't believe that they're giving it such high ratings. I'm going to go back on a scale of 1 to 10 here. 1 to 5 is just too hard. So 1 to 10, I've got to say maybe a measly 5.5 canice because it didn't deliver on the hype. And normally I don't buy into hype. I try not to. But Midsommar looked intriguing. But all in all, it just seemed like another version of Wicker Man. If you're familiar with that movie, basically the essence of Midsommar. So, sorry guys, Ari, I know you have the best of intentions. You did great work in Hereditary, but this movie, Midsommar, I would save it. It's really hard to follow for 2.5 hours. It's really tough, guys. So I don't recommend it. Sorry about that. Maybe Ari on your third try, that would be great to see something different, a little bit better pace for what you're trying to deliver. But in this instance, yeah, guys, Midsommar is a hard pass. So thanks for watching. Click like and subscribe. Leave some comments. Maybe you guys have some questions I can try to answer because I know I'm still searching for answers after watching that movie. But it is what it is. And on to the next horror movie. Thanks for your time, guys. We'll talk to you later. Bye.